Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome. Just going to turn the music down. Welcome to the Magnetize Your Soulmate Clients Masterclass. I am so excited to be here with you today. Now I'm just going to tag a few people to make sure that people know that I am here and that we have started, because I know sometimes people miss the notifications. So when you're hopping on, say hello, let me know that you are hopping on. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay and let me know that you're watching the replay, because I always love to know. Hello, 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 everyone. Freedom, freedom is you. I love that song so much. Some of you know that I like to play that particular song at the beginning of my lives and different songs. And I'm really excited about this one. I mean, I'm excited about all my masterclasses because I love teaching masterclasses. I really do. It's one of my favorite things. And many of you have caught me on these masterclasses. That's how you've met me. And if you feel like someone you know could really use some of this info, please share this with them. Please let them know something that you got today. I know it's hard to share on your timeline or to tag people in this particular group because we're in a private group, but perhaps as a private message, you can even share the event with them. People can watch the replay as well. This will be up in the Ignite Your Fire Facebook group. So when you hop on, say hello. I'm just still tagging a few people. I'm very, very grateful and excited to be here with all of you today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up. It's a rainy Saturday. So thank you for showing up. However you are. Hi, Aurora, welcome. Hi, Nadine, welcome. So nice to see all of you. So happy that you're here. Okay. Let's dive in. First, before we dive in, I'd love to know, what do you feel like is your biggest block from attracting and magnetizing clients, soulmate clients? What do you think is your biggest block? Or what is something that really maybe stresses you out about it? Love, love, love to hear. I'm drinking my bone broth this morning. So yeah, I'd love to hear, what do you think is your biggest block in attracting soulmate clients? I'd love to know. Drop it in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay, and also I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to know. So the first thing that I see when I'm working with clients, when I'm working with potential clients and people in my programs, Aurora's saying being in my own head. Yeah, that's a big one, Aurora. That is a big one. Overthinking things. Overthinking can really paralyze people. And when we're in our head, it's really hard to be magnetic. It's really hard to draw people in because our brain, our head energy is a very dense energy. When you think about who you are drawn to, it's energy, it's magnetism. And that's why I created this masterclass, because the magnetism is what's powerful. You know, so many people, when I first launched my first program, they were like, I don't even know why I'm signing up. I just feel like I want to be a part of your world, which is such a beautiful compliment. So when we overthink things, we overthink what to post, what to say. We get so in our heads and it trips us up. And this is a huge thing that I see. Whereas when we take the time to connect in, take the time to lean back and to allow spirit, to allow source, creator, the universe to come through us, allow ourselves to speak from our heart, not from what we think we should say, but what we feel. That's what will attract people. Because when we can make people feel, that's when we ignite them. People don't buy from a place of thinking. You will attract more people who are overthinking. People buy when you move them, when you make them feel. And the only way we do that is by making ourselves feel and sharing authentically. So this is a big one that we're going to dive into, but I want to cover a few things first. But just to kind of give you a little tidbit, sharing from our heart, our soul, sharing the times when we're really excited about something and the times where we're maybe frustrated or overwhelmed or scared. It's all beautiful, and it all helps our soulmate clients to find us, to resonate with us, to be like, wow, I'm like that person. And when your people are saying, wow, I see myself in that person, they feel more confident they trust you more, and they feel more confident in being a part of your world. So that's a beautiful one, Aurora. That is one of the most common things I see with people. Nadine says, fear there's no interest in what I have to offer. That's a huge one, Nadine. I had this fear as well. When I first launched my business, I didn't know that people would want to be a part of it, or that people would want what I have. And honestly, I think everyone goes through this. This is where, when we develop our trust in the universe, and Nadine, I know you have a really strong trust in spirit, source, creator, the universe. The more that we can trust that whatever is coming through us is for a reason, is for someone or something, that we wouldn't be given these gifts, these inspirations, if there wasn't someone on the other end asking. The more you can get present to the fact that energetically we are all in this dance together. Energetically, we are all here. Hi, Kimberly, welcome. We are all in this energetic dance together. And so if it's coming through you, if it's part of your gifts, and it's coming through you, because I know so many of you on here, whether you're watching live or the replay, are soul-led and heart-led coaches, healers, business women. And if it's coming through you to serve in this way, that there is an equal asking from other people. And this is something that really, I was so amazed at, and also really landed in my body in the spring, when I was actually working with an incredible intuitive coach of mine. Yay, Kimberly's here. And she was really helping me to tap into creating a program to help women take their ideas and their passions and bring them into the world, like the building blocks of how I've built businesses. And I thought, who am I to teach that? Or, isn't there another one was, aren't there so many other people out there already doing that? And she said, well, yes, but they're not doing it in your voice and from your way. And trusting that our way is so unique, and that the more we align with ourselves and our voice, and not try to sound like anyone else, not try to do it in a way that doesn't work for us because some expert said, but learning and growing and allowing ourselves to be inspired by different people, and then also stepping into it in my way. Oh, thank you, Nadine. Exactly, Nadine. So you can see that for me. And Nadine, I can see that for you. And so often it can be so hard for us to see that. However, when I launched the Passion to Action program, and so many people were saying, and actually I launched the first Passion to Action program at the exact same time that one of my best friends, who we have worked closely together with all this dance and healing. So she's probably, we look alike, people get us mixed up. Like, she's probably one of the most similar people on the planet to me. And there were people who were watching her lives and listening to what she had to offer. In fact, in the download, I had actually called Passion to Action the Launch Lab. And I hadn't announced it. I hadn't told anyone about it. And a few days later, she launched something called the Launch Pad, which it felt very similar. But the difference was our energy. The difference was our content, for sure, how we taught things. And there were people in our world who were more drawn to her stuff, and there were people in our world that were more drawn to my stuff. And that was a big one for me to confront, because for so many years I've been working with her, I've been dancing with her, she created dance play, I teach that, I built a business on that. So there's a lot, like pretty much that's the closest comparison that I could have. And the more that we can trust in our ability and own our own unique gifts, and own that there's certain people that are drawn to me that aren't drawn to anyone else. There's certain people that are drawn to you, Nadine, that aren't drawn to me, or that are drawn to you, Kimberly, that aren't drawn to me, or you, Aurora, that aren't drawn to Nadine or Kimberly or me, right? Like, we have a certain vibration, a certain frequency, a certain resonance that will draw people in. When you're hopping on, say hello, let me know that you're here. I'd love to hear. So, not only that, but what I feel like is important information. Many of you know Passion to Action is a blend of spirit-led, intuition-led, heart-led, as well as strategy. And so what I really believe that there is a balance and a dance of both, because sometimes we can be spirit-led and it can be so divinely guided. And some days we have off days, and some days the divine guidance can come through us so much stronger because we have a little bit of a grasp of how to, right? We have a little bit of a grasp of like, okay, if I do this, or we have a bit of a context. And it's almost like the strategy is the context. It's almost like the strategy is the beautiful cup. The masculine energy is a bit of the strategy. But what I put in this cup is the feminine. This morning, I blended bone broth, some Himalayan sea salt, some spinach, and some mint. That's what's in this cup. That's the feminine. That's what felt right in my body. But most days I have some sort of warm beverage, right? So the more that we can connect to that and dance between learning and growing and strategy and taking what works, letting go of what doesn't resonate and what doesn't work, and allowing ourselves to be fully expressed. So, I'd love to hear if this is resonating so far, if you want to drop an emoji. I'm just going to take a sip. The next thing that I want to talk about is, are you clear about what it is that you offer? And what results you can bring people. So who it is that they become. Because when you can speak to the person and who they're becoming, you speak to their desire. And I really believe in, when we talk about magnetizing and attracting, I want to call in people in my world, and I'm guessing you do too, and I'd love to hear, just drop like a yes below if this resonates with you. I want to call people into my world that desire to be here, that are drawn to me because I can provide something of value that's going to help make their life better. Not that I am triggering a trauma wound, that they feel like if they don't do it, they're going to miss out. Or if they feel like they are broken or incomplete if they don't work with me. versus I want to help people rise into their desires. Like, I desire to work with you because life will be better. It will be more fun if I work with you than if not. Not that I need you, not that, right? Like, I want to speak to people's desires. So what I do is I really tune in. And I want you to think about right now, what is it that you help people become? What is it? What sorts of changes in your life do people desire? And I'd love for you to drop them in the comments, even as they're coming up, because this will help other people. So, when I think about passion to action, this is for the woman who desires to rise in her business, in her purpose. This is for the woman who desires to step into her gifts, her knowingness, her ability to step into business in life, who desires to call in soulmate clients, who desires to understand how to build a soul-led business that dances with strategy and spirit, who desires to create income, wealth, abundance, doing what she loves, who desires to spend her days doing what she loves, creating, playing, nourishing, resting, whatever that looks like. So I would love to hear some of what you bring your soulmate clients. When you really get clear on who your soulmate clients are, what would they desire? So Nadine, I know you're on here and you help women, mostly women and men, people tune into where there's pain in their body and what that actually means. So the desire there might be that people feel at home in their body, that they understand their body. They desire to understand their body. They desire to be pain-free. They desire to have more energy, better health, right? So you would want to speak to someone who desires that. So maybe that there is a lack, but you want to really speak to who they become when they work with you. Aurora, I'd love to hear more about what it is that you are creating. And I know, Kimberly, you work with a wide range of people, right? You help people heal deeply. So I would imagine that you have a desire to help people heal deeply, to help people feel more at home in their bodies, to help people strip back the layers of what's holding them back, healing father wounds, healing mother wounds, healing wounds. And I'd love to hear more of your desires, whether live or the replay. And Nadine's a desire for a healthy body and a fuller life. Totally. Nadine, that's totally what you provide. So what you want to do is to get really clear on what you help people achieve. And then, who are your soulmate clients? Are your soulmate clients? And making a list, I'd love for you to even write it in the chat or make a list. Do your soulmate clients, list some things about your soulmate clients. Do your soulmate clients show up for your sessions? Show up for your program? Do they desire this type of healing? Are they ready to take action? Nadine, that was something that you mentioned to me, that some of your clients, you do a session and you have these big breakthroughs, but then they don't take action. Do your soulmate clients show up for your sessions on time, ready to go, open-hearted, open, without blocking you out? If you're intuitive, you're psychic, you want open people who are ready to heal and to do the work, and then also ready to implement it into their life. So make a list of what those soulmate clients look like, sound like, act like, who they are. Are they teenagers or are they 30, 40, 50-year-old women? Right? Like you can get really clear. I mean, of course, there's a range. I work with a range of women. I've decided I want to work with women. I believe that female entrepreneurs will single-handedly change the world. I see it. I've worked with women in Africa for years. I've worked for 5 years in a network marketing business, seeing how when women rise and own their power and become wealthier and are lit up by their life and become empowered, that they change the world. They give back. They do amazing things. They lift and rise with other women. I believe in that power. So my desire is to work with women who are powerful and are ready to take the leap, who are ready to do the work. Because it's one thing to show up for a call or a program, but it's another thing to take those steps, to allow the doors to open, to walk through the doors. It's one thing to be intuitive. It's another thing to take action on that intuition. It's one thing to have an idea for a business. It's another thing to step into it. So I desire having women who are ready to rise, having women who are ready to take action, to integrate the learnings and the teachings. I desire to work with women who are leaders or want to be leaders, are ready to be leaders. I desire to work with women who are soul-led, not women who are necessarily money-driven. Yes, money can be a thing. I think it's very important to be inspired to call in money. I feel like that is an important piece. But if money is the only thing and it overrides purpose, it overrides serving humanity, that's not going to work, because spirit doesn't understand money. It understands desires, right? So I'd love for you to drop in the comments, whether you're watching live or the replay, what does your soulmate client, what is she or he like? What does she or he do? What sorts of actions do they take? Do they respect your time? I desire to work with people who respect and honor my time. I desire to work with emotionally intelligent people who can move through when they've been triggered, who can move through and take responsibility for their own emotions and have a certain level of emotional intelligence. I desire to work with people who have integrity. So I'd love for you to drop in the comments some of those things for your soulmate clients. And also you can make a list, because we know the clearer we are, the more that we can call these people in. So I'd love to hear some of your list. Just drinking my bone broth. Crystal water bottle, my favorite. So, hi Jennifer, welcome. So I'd love to hear some of your soulmate client lists. Like, what are some of the things on your list? And then looking at yourself and how you show up in coaching, in programs, in the world. When you hop on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, #replay. Thank you for showing up. This is so amazing. So once you've made your soulmate client list, all of the beautiful things, and make it from a place of like how it feels to work with them as well. Like it feels so exciting. It's so joyous. I love showing up for the calls. It feels easy. It feels like spirit can move through me. It feels like I'm channeling. They appreciate me. I appreciate them. Like we have this beautiful, healthy relationship. Hi, Jennifer. Right? So like, then you want to look at who are you showing up as in coaching containers, in programs? Are you being your soul mate client. Because we know that we attract who we are. We attract who we are. So if we're showing up half-assed for programs, if we are blaming our success or our healing on a coach or a healer that we're working with, if we're blaming our results on somebody else, or we're half showing up, or we're showing up but we're not really doing the work, we need to lead ourselves first, because we go first and the universe responds. And the way that we show up with other people is the way that we are going to attract into our life. Another one that I hear a lot from clients when we do this is, do you desire that people pay you on time or you pay you in full? Do you desire people to say, wow, that's great value, or woo, that's a lot of money? Do you desire to have empowered women around money who are like, I believe in myself. I believe this investment in myself. Because this is the thing with money, is if we're constantly like, I'm going to wait until I have another client, or I'm going to wait until I sell out my program to hire someone, or to move, even though we can feel it's the next aligned step, not out of wounding or lack, but it's the next aligned step. We're going to attract people into our world like that as well. And that's not the way the universe or spirit operates. We have to believe in ourselves first to make that move, whether it's signing up for that program, hiring that coach, making that post, whatever that may be. And then the universe responds. We go first, the universe responds. In May, COVID had hit in March, which my Play Education BC business was thriving. It's our 4th year. I have 8 instructors. We teach these amazing dance play programs and yoga play all over British Columbia, and in schools. And with the pandemic, boom, my business shut down. Paused. We lost $40,000 of sales in the first month alone. Not to mention that April, May, and June are our biggest sales months for the year. We normally bring in sales for the next year. But of course, there's so much uncertainty. And so our numbers have been so low. And at that time, I could feel that Spirit was saying, Brooke, it's your time to step into coaching and to help other people during this time. You've been through some big transitions. It's your time to rise. I've been feeling the call to step more into healing and coaching for years, and I wasn't doing it. And so here I was like, whoa, getting a cosmic 2x4. And I made a bold decision in a time where I've invested 6 figures into my other company. So I have that over my shoulders. I'm not sure, right? Like, it's a scary time. The world has shut down. I don't know how long this is going to be or if it will recover. We weren't bringing much income in at that point because my business was shut down. And, $2,000 a month from Serve is not covering my $8,000 a month of overhead. So I had to really look at and face some deep fears. And in that moment, and I was working with a mentor, and she had launched this amazing mastermind all about accessing infinite wealth. And this program had come into my life the day, actually, that everything shut down. And it was the first day of the program, so I was already signed up, and it totally helped me through that. And on the back end of this, she said, this mastermind for the next 6 weeks. And I was 5 days a week, and it's $3,333 American. And I looked at my bank accounts, and here I am with a business on pause, with a brand new business that I'm not really even sure what to do or if I will make money, if anyone will want the program. And I drained my accounts, the money that I really had left, because at this point it's May. It's been a few months of paying overhead on a business that wasn't making money. And I said, I'm taking the leap. I drained my accounts and I signed up because I knew it was the next aligned step. And in that program, I became so inspired to launch my mastermind, the Femme Impact Mastermind. And boom, like that, it sold out within the first week. And I made my money back. And then I got the hit, the download, because my vibration was so raised and I had made such a bold declaration to the universe. I was like, it is time. I had no idea how I was going to pay my rent before I sold out that masterclass. And I was like, okay, I'm going to step into passion to action. I'm like, is anyone going to want this? And boom, in 2 weeks, sold out. I had put a cap on it. And I made almost $10,000. And I was like, this works. Wow. Right? So sometimes the universe is asking you, how badly do you want it? How much do you trust in your abilities, in yourself? Was I scared? Hell yeah. I was so scared. I didn't know if I would make that money back. I didn't know if I would have money to pay all of my business expenses during this time, at a time where we're used to doing $30,000, $40,000 months in my other business. I didn't know, but I took that leap and it was like magic. And that is the kind of soul. And I know that people were jumping into my program because they could feel my energy of how I took that bold leap. People were saying, I'm in. They could feel my forward moving energy, because this is the other thing, is if we're not moving forward, boldly taking steps in the direction of our dreams, how can anyone follow us? How can anyone come with us if we're not moving? This is the biggest thing that coaches, healers, business people do, is like they have this idea and then they're like, oh, okay, but the universe, I put it out there to you. So like, where's my people? Where are my clients? But it doesn't work that way. We need to move. We need to take steps in the right direction. And the scarier the step, the more aligned it is and the more powerful the shifts. Nadine's saying, people who are ready and desire to step into a healthier version of themselves, has integrity with themselves, self-respect, self-responsibility, punctual in all aspects, healthy mindset. Yes, so that's your soulmate client. Amazing. The universe has your back. The universe has your back. Jennifer, say hello. Whoever else is on here, I'd love to hear if this is landing. So many people wait for the universe to go first. But the universe is waiting for us. It's waiting for us to move, to say, I'm ready, so that it can start to move as well. It can start to put things into place, people, opportunities. And sometimes or all the time, every single time I have moved, things have shifted and started to come in. This is important. Now you might say, well, how do I move? And on one hand, I'll say, showing up, heart-centered, divine. And if we were in the traditional world where we could go to networking events and all of these things, I would say, show up, heart open, connect with people. Don't try to sell them, convert them, anything like that. Connect with them. And share with them what it is that you're up to confidently. On the flip side, online. How much are you showing up online? How much are you sharing, first of all, who you are? Because people want to know who you are. They want to build a relationship with you. And are you building relationships with other people? Are you commenting on their posts? Are you in Facebook groups where there's people like-minded and you're starting conversations and connecting with them? Are you cheering people on? Or are you just silently watching people? without any interaction. So that's the first thing. So showing who you are. The second thing is, are you clear on what you have to offer? And are you sharing that offer? And this is one of the biggest things that people miss. They feel like, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to be too much. I don't want my friends and family to not like me, all of these things. And there's some deeper stuff there that we will work through in Passion to Action for all of you who have signed up. And those of you who are wanting to sign up, we start on Tuesday and I still have a few spots left. And I have something really special to announce at the end of this call. So, energy is about moving, shifting, even in thought as it's energy. Yeah, trusting. So, this is the thing. If what you have to offer is an extension of who you are, of your soul, of your heart, how could that be salesy? And how are people going to know that that's what you're offering unless you talk about it? And unless you share wisdom about why you are the person for them to learn from. Why you are the person for them to work with. And not that you want to promote all over your social media. Social media is not for that. It's really, especially Facebook, is way more about building relationships. So you don't want to be selling all the time. You want to show people, though, how you are leading yourself in your life. What is it that you do to learn, to grow, to hone your gifts? What is your morning routine like? How do you spend your days? What sort of breakthroughs are you having with your current clients? And if you don't have clients yet, maybe you're offering a few free sessions so that you can get some testimonials. What sort of breakthroughs are you having? What do you desire for your life and your future? How do you lead yourself in your life? When you bump up against something, what is it that you do to move through it? This is powerful. When you show people that you have emotional intelligence and that you are walking and living what you teach, that is far more powerful. In fact, the most powerful teachers teach through stories. And that's why you hear me sharing my stories a lot. Because I want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it. And that if I've bumped up against fears, struggles, all of that, it's normal. And it doesn't make me bad or not worthy or like I'm not going to thrive. It's part of the journey. And I want people to know that you're on the right track. So I want to share all of it. And this is something that I'm constantly learning and growing. Up until 6 months ago, I didn't understand. Maybe 5 months ago, I didn't really post on, like I post on social media, but I didn't fully understand social media. And now that I really understand it more and can post from a place of like understanding and a place of authenticity, people are coming in, dropping into my inbox, signing up for my programs. And it's like they're magnetized because I'm not just selling. I'm sharing with people who I am, how I spend my days, what I do. So it's really important to understand the platforms, and this is what we talk about, the masculine, the structure, so that we can flow in our feminine through it. We can flow with spirit through it. So I want to know, are you showing up online with your heart, authentically? Do people know who you are and what it is that you do? Because just because we put it out there to the universe and then we sit there and we're like, universe, why aren't more clients coming? Well, if the clients don't know you exist, or if they're confused on what it is that you do, how can they find you? This is game changing. Okay. I know there's so much in this. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure. So yeah, Nadine, you're talking about building relationships. Creating connection is totally key, especially on Facebook, but in general. And especially when you are doing something that's really soul aligned, like being a healer, being a coach. Like this is a very soul aligned thing. People want to know, like, and trust you. People will buy from people that they know, like, and trust. I have some clarity to work on with my lives. Totally. And Nadine, you are putting yourself out there with your lives. And this is a thing, it's constant evolution and growth. So your first step was getting over your fears about your lives, and you provide great information. And now the more clear you are in your soulmate clients, the more you can also offer what your soulmate clients would love to hear about. And the cool thing is, the more you're in alignment with your soul, the more that you are creating content that you're lit up about instead of stuff that you think you should talk about, right? If you're creating soul-aligned offers, whether it's one-on-one or group programs, you get to talk about the things that light you up because it's alignment with your soul. So that's the exciting part. Jennifer, that really resonates with me, this scrolling instead of comments or sharing. Totally, Jennifer. This is something that I really started to get in the spring. The Facebook algorithm responds to relationship. It's all about building relationship. The more you comment on people who you resonate with, their posts, their lives, whatever it may be, the more that you will see their content and vice versa. So really being an actively participating, especially like if you want them to also see your posts and your content, and also just being a good human, because let's be honest, we've all made those posts that nobody has liked or one or two people have liked and nobody's commented, and it falls flat and then we feel defeated. And not that we ever want to make a post from a place of like me, comment, right? Like we don't want to make a post from that place. And I'm going to dive deeper into social media in the Passion to Action program and why we make posts. And it's not what you think. But the less that we do it from a place of like me, comment on me, the more people are actually drawn to us. And the less power we give to likes or comments, because even with all of the likes and comments, there's that many other people that are scrolling past and they're feeling your energy. And maybe they don't stop to fully read it, but they feel your energy and how you're showing up. Because I guarantee you're scrolling past people and there's certain people that you are like, wow, they've got some cool stuff, but you've never told them that. Wow, I love her energy, but you've never said that. There's other people that trigger you that you're like, ugh, right? Or that you're other people that you're just neutral about. You don't even really notice. So, yes. Oh, there's so much I can talk about with this. And, yeah. And we're going to be diving so deep into this in the Passion to Action program. So if you loved what we talked about today, first of all, I'd love to hear what your takeaways are. What are some of the things that really landed or that you can implement today? Some of the things that you can do. To recap, we talked about writing out your soulmate client list. Who are your soulmate clients? What are they like? What do they like or not like? How do they show up in the world? What is it that you offer them? How do you help them? Because businesses thrive off solving a problem, solving someone's problem, or helping people create their desires. So how do you help people? So your soulmate clients. Are you putting yourself out there? Can people see you? What's your visibility? Are you sharing what it is that you do? Are you taking the scary leaps? Are you investing in yourself? Are you hiring coaches or, enrolling in programs that are going to help you grow, help you learn how to put yourself out there? Are you taking the scary leaps, or are you waiting for someone to pay you before you take a leap? Because that's pretty much saying, I want someone to believe in me before I believe in myself. And we all know that that's not the way it works. It does not work that way. So I'm going to put a bit of background music on to fit 1 second. So, are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to bet on yourself? Because how can anyone else show up for you if you're not showing up for yourself? Just making sure. And are you building relationships? And then your energy. People can feel your energy in every post that you make, in every live that you do, in everything that you post. Where is your energy at? Are you taking the time to activate yourself, to dance, to get out into nature, to get clear on what you want to say, to allow spirit to channel through you? People can feel that. They can feel when you're coming from your heart versus in your head of the shoulds and have tos and supposed tos. So, if you want to dive deeper, if you want to get so clear on who it is that you serve, who your soulmate client is, on what products, programs, services that you create, that you love to create, and how to create. I'm going to teach you how to create programs, how to call in one-on-one clients, how to get clear on what it is that you offer. If you are desiring to rise, Passion to Action starts on Tuesday. And I'm going to offer, if you are on this live today, you can DM me, and for the next 24 hours, so until tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m., I will offer you the early bird price. So that's $555 American to join. Right now it's at $777. That's the full price. Oh, no, it's $599. Sorry, is the early bird. $599. But you know what? Yeah. Should get clear. Get clear on your numbers. Messing things up. $599 is the early bird price. So getting clear on what it is that you want to create to the world. Getting clear on, are you ready to do both the internal but also the external work? To create a business that lights you up. To create a life that's full of joy and expansion. Let's create a life that's filled with desires and play and fun and making an impact. To create a life where you get to call in overflowing abundance, where you get to tap in to the quantum, to the infinite. Oh, no problem, Jennifer. Thank you for showing up. So nice to connect with you. Are you ready to rise in your greatness? Are you ready to understand social media in a way that really resonates with your soul? I'm not talking paid advertising and all the tips and tricks. I'm talking how we can really connect with people, how we can move people, how we can help people through social media, how we can be clear in who we are and how we contribute to the world. If you want to learn if you desire to make an impact, many of you know impact first. And when we're in alignment with our soul and creating impact, finances flow. We are so divinely supported. I'm going to teach you how to create masterclasses like this one, like the Activate Masterclass. I'm going to teach you how to launch your program. I have an amazing guest instructor, Amy, who's going to help us teach us all about soul-aligned branding and how we can really create a brand and a feel for our business, our social media that just like lights us up. It's going to be a 12-week course, so I've extended it from the first course, and the first course was amazing. People are flourishing, launching businesses, quitting their jobs, like so many amazing things are happening. But there's a few pieces that I wanted to bring in. So this is like next level, because every time I put something out there, I always look at what works, what doesn't work, what can I do differently. And it's not about being perfect the first time. It's about moving, putting yourself out there so that you can call in those soul-led clients, so that you can create a business that excites you, that makes you jump out of bed in the morning, that you feel empowered to move. You know enough of the strategy that you can navigate the spirit and the intuition. Because sometimes when we are just, and I know for myself, when I'm only spirit and intuition, I have a hard time really knowing what the next steps are. And I can listen and I'm like, oh, is that a thing? But when I know a bit of strategy and I can trust my intuition, then I can really feel and move. Your takeaway: creating a list of characteristics of soulmate clients will help me with live topics and delivery. Speak to my soulmate. Absolutely. I'd love to hear if anyone has any questions. Once again, until tomorrow, which is Sunday at 1 p.m., I'm putting the early bird back on. So DM me for the link. I'm going to also drop the link to Passion Action here, but it won't be on the website because it's only for people who are on this live. So if this calls to you, and actually, no, it's not going to be on the website. So DM me. If this calls to your soul and you're ready to rise and you're ready to make 2020 the year where you got over your fears, the year where you stepped into your passion, you stepped into your soul's calling, and you became the phoenix rising from the ashes. I very much feel like a phoenix rising. Like I mentioned earlier, like having a business that was doing $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 months in schools to being like shut down was a shock to my system. It was hard to swallow. And to be honest, business is back up and running, which is great. But now I have this other business, this soul calling, and I get to dance with both. And I'm hiring someone new to run that business. And you know, I'm turning this around. This is going to be, I just had a 2.5 hour call yesterday with my bookkeeper doing our year end, because our year ends June 30th because we work in schools. She's like, you are thriving. She's like, so many businesses are shutting down right now, but you are thriving. You're rising. Your sales are up. Your money's being like managed well, and like you've just risen during this time. And during this time, there's a lot of people in my world who have risen and have rose into their power, their greatness, who have decided to use this time to take that leap. And you get to decide right now if you're going to make this year your best year. If you're going to make this year the year that you stepped into your gifts, your purpose, your abilities. Because now more than ever, people need healing. People need coaching. People need people who are speaking from their hearts, from their souls, who are sharing the truth, who are helping people heal. Our planet is in a crisis. Humans are in a crisis. Depression, suicide, anxiety is at an all-time high. I've worked in that industry for over 10 years. We need people who are here to help heal, to help rise. But that takes courage. It takes so much courage. Trust me, building this coaching healing business has taken me 10 times the amount of courage as it did to build my dance business. Because my dance business, first of all, I had been teaching dance for many years in school, so I knew it was going to work, knew there was a demand, and it wasn't as, it's personal. Dance, as you all know, dance and healing is powerful for me, but it was way less intimidating than me putting my soul on the line. than me putting myself out there. And I'm so committed to helping women rise and to help women reach more people. The world needs us. The world needs you and your gifts. So if you have any other questions, let me know. 12 weeks every Tuesday for 90 minutes to 2 hours every week. And then you'll be given home play so that you can integrate. So that by the end of the 12 weeks, you have a thriving business. In fact, halfway through, you'll be launching your business so that we can walk hand in hand. So I can help you through those fears. So I can help you, move through, okay, this is the next line action. Oh no, I'm nervous, I'm scared. Okay, take the leap, here we go. Opening up. Okay, I'm safe, it's working, here we go. Next line action, okay, here we go. Because that's the process. The process of shedding, of opening, of expanding. If you're in, let me know. I know Nadine is already in the program and a few other women are already signed up. Lisa, Christy, some amazing women are signed up. So if this calls to your soul, DM me. I also have some one-on-one spots available. And when you sign up to work with me one-on-one, you get the Passion to Action program for free and any other programs that I run. So if you've been feeling like you want more one-on-one support, DM me for that as well. There's also a VIP option with Passion to Action. So that means that you can add on 4 calls. So over the 12 weeks, so about once every 3 weeks, you can add on 4 one-on-one calls. And the VIP option as well. I can get you the early bird price for that. I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you enjoyed today. If you enjoyed today, drop an emoji in the comments. Spend some time connecting to your heart, visualizing. Hi, Lisa, welcome. What you want your soulmate business to look like and clients, what it's all about. I look forward to playing, creating, dancing, working with all of you. And if you enjoyed this, please tell someone about it. You can't really share because it's a private group, but you can share the link, Ignite Your Fire Facebook group, and just say, I watched the coolest, the best, the most powerful, whatever it is, masterclass today, all about soulmate clients. I think you'd love it. You can always share it on your timeline as well. Just drop the Ignite Your Fire Facebook page into your, onto your social media or into your thing in Instagram. Okay. Let's dance. If there's no other questions, if there's any questions, let me know. Let's do a song. Okay. This is one of my favorite songs, and I know I play it sometimes. It's partly because I have a version that's not going to get, it's one of my favorite songs, but I also have a version that's not going to get caught by the Facebook algorithm and mute my Facebook Live. So, this song is called This Is Me. And I want to remind you that anyone who's ever made an impact on the planet has made bold moves, has gone against the grain, has not listened to the haters or the people who you think aren't cheering you on when maybe they actually really want to do what you do, and you trigger them because you're actually taking the movements. You're actually making those moves. Or maybe they're doing what it is that you want to do, so you get triggered by them. Either way, let it go, because you are here for a reason. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. So who are you and what is it that you came here to do? And dance with me. Oh, 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 oh. 'cause today I won't let this. Hi, Julie, welcome. I won't let them break me. It's a bit of a faster version, so it's hard to keep up. When the sharpest words want to cut me down. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Who are you? What is it that you came here to do? Share that with the world. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apology. This is me. Are you ready to fly? Oh, 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 oh. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was so beautiful. I loved connecting with you all. Anyways, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. DM me if you'd like the link. And I look forward to seeing you Tuesday.